Good morning, good morning. This is Briak at Games. Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna put on a hat. My hair is crazy. Just woke up, decided to jump right on stream and play some more Final Fantasy. Oops. Here. So, if you remember where we left off, I was farming the Goblin Summon. And we are continuing that this morning. We're just going to be farming goblins forever. And if we get the Goblin Summon, we'll move on. That's just kind of where we are right now. Not to be too boring of a streamer here, trying to farm and get 100%, but that's what we're doing. So we will farm the Goblin Summon today, again. And if we get it, we're good. If not, we're just gonna sit here. I thought really hard yesterday while I wasn't streaming. Like, should I just finish the game? Should I just go ahead and move on? Because this is gonna be hours of grinding for these summons. And yeah, I'm gonna do that. The answer is not moving on. The answer is 100% of the game. So that's what we're doing. Or alternatively, I just like quit streaming. I think those are the two options at this point. Like, I 100% this or I quit. I'd rather 100%. Hey, Tree, there you are. How's it going, man? I don't know if it's dedication. I just, this is one thing I really want to do for once. Like, I usually give up. I'm a quitter. I'm gonna be honest. Like, no hit runs, no death runs of, like, Sekiro, you know, challenge things. I usually give up. I usually quit. And I've decided not to quit this time. This is a game I really like, though, so like, me not quitting is like the bare minimum. Just gotta kill goblins, that's it. That's all you gotta do. You know what I realized I don't like about no hit runs and no death runs and things? Is you have to go through the game in a certain order, right? Like, when you're playing Sekiro for no hit, you just have to go through and do it exactly the same way every single time. That's boring. I like variation. I like some variation in my games. I do think I've killed probably about 300 of these fucking goblins, though. The drop rate is so incredibly low for these summons. So incredibly low. And, you know, it's gonna be not worth it at all. Like, it's such a crap... It's such a crap spell. Like, I'm doing this literally just to have it. Hey, good morning, Zephiel. Welcome back in. Yeah, yep. That's true. I actually thought about that. I was like, you know, if I was to move on, what if it was just the next Goblin pack, you know? Like, I can't quit or it's just gonna be, it'll be gone. I'll never get it. The other thing is we have to fill out the bestiary, and 100% all of the monsters in the game, and I haven't done that either. I definitely have missed some goblins, or some monsters, because I haven't been focused on killing everything. So we're gonna have to look at what's in the game and what monsters I have to kill. We'll do that at the end, though. I'm not concerned about that right now. I think from a bestiary standpoint, I'm at like 50%. Same with all the treasure chests. I even thought, in my darkest moments, I thought, oh, maybe I should just do this off stream. Like, I'll just farm all the summons, people will still see that I got it. No. I want to make sure everybody knows I got it on stream. Like, it wasn't a cheat mode. Like, I actually achieved this. This is me being really dumb, I guess. I don't know. I really care about this one. I really care. Genocidal clock. I need this. I need the Goblin summon. I've had a really rough couple of weeks at work. This week in particular. I've had 2 13-hour work days, and I just need the Goblin summon. I need it. I need this little victory, you know? Need something to say that I won at. My wife left me. She took all the kids. I'm gonna lose the house. My job sucks. I just need this. This is what keeps me from hanging myself. Let's just say that. Alright, let's throw it out there. This one thing that Square can give me keeps me from killing myself. I shouldn't make jokes about stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of people who have really tough lives. Their wives actually are leaving them. They actually are losing their kids. And they really are considering suicide. And that's not funny. That's not... It could be funny, but it's not. It's really not, is it? I had a friend once in college. This is true. I tell you, he was considering suicide. He had cut his wrist, and he was telling me about it and said, you know, I don't want to be alive anymore. And what should I do? And I looked him square in the eyes, and I said, fucking do it. Looking back, I kind of regret that. That was not the right approach. Anyway, he's fine now. He's married with a kid, but you know, I don't know. You get some people get down in life, and that's the option. Not a good option, but it is an option. Yeah, they should just kill themselves and give me their summon. Like, I am hunting them. They will give it to me eventually. Just give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Aha, aha. That's as much singing as you get on my channel. Oh, fuck these guys, man. Fuck them. My good friend and fellow streamer Ashness was starting Final Fantasy III this week, and I told him that I was playing 4 for the hidden summons. He's like, "Don't spoil it for me." Like he's ever gonna see these fucking things. He's never gonna see a hidden summon. These things are so goddamn rare. He was really funny. He will just get it, that's right. Man. He probably will. Like, that's the thing, you just kind of, they pop up randomly. And you just luck into it, you know? This is the best place to farm for the Goblin one, though. And I think, honestly, I feel like this is the worst one. Because it gives you such low experience. Like, at least the other ones... the other ones you can randomly get upgrades on. Like, the bomb one, we can farm that on the moon and get experience. Same with the pink tails. When we go to get that one, that's an upgrade for gear. And we can get experience on that. But this is just low level. Alright, Zephiel, are we going to put a bet? I'll tell you what, I've never done the bet function. Let's see if we can do this. How do I do a bet? Let's do a bet. Let me find out how to do this. Manage a poll? No. Start a prediction. That's it. Start a prediction. All right. All right. So the prediction is going to be... Goblin. I'll give you within 5 of those 8 packs. Alright, so that should come up with a poll. You guys can hit predict. Will I get the Goblin summon within 5 pulls of the 8-pack? And you get to bet channel points. You have an opportunity here to double your channel points. Yeah, the number, it is 1 in 256. That's exactly right. You only have a minute to bet, about 30 seconds left. Predict with channel points. Will I get the Goblin summon within 5 8-pack pulls? I just got a second silver apple. That is more rare than the Goblin. And I just got a second one. I've gotten a lot of silver apples, which is more rare than the Goblin. Alright, prediction's over. Hope it was worth it. Hope it was worth it. I love that the predictions exist, by the way. I think that's really cool. Well, it's... I mean, it's 40. Your math is a little wrong, but... That's okay. 40, though. That is 40 more. And I've already killed, like, 300, so... And I'm not counting the little packs with the needlers, so those 2 goblins don't count. I'm talking strictly the 8 packs. So these packs right here. Within the next 5 of these. So this one's 1. The last prediction I did, by the way, I don't do that very often, do I? The last prediction we did was when I was playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Prediction was Sephiroth the last boss. Which I thought it was. It was. Alright. That was 1 pack down. 4 more to go. See, Tree, you could be right. We could get, like, a whole bunch of goblins that are in those 2 packs. But you could also get unlucky, and I could just get, like, 4 8-packs in a row. Here's the second one. And they might not drop anything. But these 8-packs, each of these individual goblins has a chance, a 1 in 256 chance, in order to drop the summon. There's a tent, not a goblin. So that's 2. And just to give you the math, let's pull up my calculator here. Oh, that's 3. This is 3 right there. So 1 in 256 is a 0.39% chance. Not even a full 1%. A 0.39% chance to drop on each goblin. That is incredibly low. Alright, we've got 2 more of those packs for the bet here. Prediction. 0.39%. That's such a low goddamn percent. You know, they tried to make the Pixel Edition like the Super Nintendo version, and that is definitely like the Super Nintendo version. What they didn't take into account is that people hate shit like that. They hate, like, I would rather 100% the game without grinding for 10 hours, you know? On random monsters. Okay. 2 more. Excuse me. 2 more 8-packs for the bet, for the prediction. I like you gamblers. Zephiel, how much did you wager? You said you wagered too much? I think you've got a lot of points. Man, oh man. The unluckiness of these drops. The next one I have to go farm is the Mind Flayer. Alright, this is pack number 4. Pack number 4. And in total, I'm definitely up in the, like, mid 300s on goblins that I've killed. Nope. Alright, 1 more pull. If you bet no, you probably were right, but there is a chance that the yeses are going to take it. You know, if you were a betting man, those numbers are shit. I would have said no. I would have said no. However, you could get lucky if you said yes. There's still 1 more 8-pack pull. Yeah, I mean, if you were just to look at it as purely like 1 in 256 means 256 goblins, like I should be close to getting it, but that's just not how that's not how probability works. It's still just a 0.0 or 0.39% on every single one of these. It's like a coin flip. All right, that was a no, guys. That was a no. I'm sorry. The no's have it. Finish that poll here. Prediction outcome was no. I'm sorry to the positive people in the room, both of you. That is unfortunate for you. That is a no. Okay. Oh, well, that was fun. How many points did you guys lose? Let's see details. 20,000 between the two of you. Jesus Christ. I really appreciate that you both said yes, though. That's, wouldn't it be funny if it drops in the next one, though? Like, oh, we lost the prediction because it was 5, but then, like, on the 6th, it's like, here it is. That'd be great. We'll have more opportunities for predictions. I'll do another prediction for the Mind Flayer. We'll see how many pulls that one takes. Before we farm for the Mind Flayer, I would like to go get Edge to complete our party. We'll kind of advance in the story, but I've got to do that one in the bombs. So let's get the Goblin, let's go get Edge, and then we'll farm for the Mind Flayer after that. Yeah, the Mind Flayer one is in the Lodestone Cavern, which I think is underground. I think that's an underground cave, so we haven't gone there yet. Alright, here's the 6th Goblin pack. Let's see if it drops here just to mess with you guys. That would be great. That'd be great. I'd enjoy that. No. You guys wouldn't have got it at the 6th either. Like, I bet I could have increased that to like 10 pulls of those and you still wouldn't have had it. That's okay. That's alright. Oh, I'm definitely not like... But I was for the Cockatrice, too. I got the Cockatrice summon early. I got that within, like, I don't know, 20 pulls, I think. 20 groups, so... I think it's, it balances out, really. The only thing I wish I could see is how many of these goblins I've killed. Like, that's... I wish there was a counter. Like, maybe I should have put a counter on before I started, but I've killed a lot of these things. Like, I'm estimating it's like mid-300s, but it could be more than that at this point. Because remember, I farmed this in the beginning, too. I farmed for like 2 hours around Baron. Cecil and Kane were both like 20, 25 before I even went to the Mist Dragon. Yeah, it's a number. It's like the number of people you sleep with. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it's just a number. But, you know, when you play the lottery and you sleep with a bunch of people, you can still get AIDS. And that's just for the unlucky few. And here I am, not getting the Goblin, which is essentially my AIDS. You know, I'd sleep with one Goblin if I didn't have to farm this for hours. That'd be quick. I get that Goblin puss. I get into it. Are Goblins all male, or are they female too? I always think of them as male. They have female Goblins? I mean, besides in World of Warcraft? They must, right? Or do they, like, self-replicate? No, I don't know what that is, Tree. I have no idea. Is it an actual Star Trek thing, or is it a parody show? Goblin Pack! Here we go. It's about the crew who work in the lower decks of a lesser-known exploration ship. I like that. That's a great idea. You know, there's always like there's always those backup characters you know nothing about, and you can turn that into a lot. That's where like Star Wars has been successful lately. Like, Disney took all of these side characters that nobody gave a shit about and started making shows about them. You know? Same with Marvel. All the Marvel stuff is basically that. Like, Loki. Who the fuck cares about Loki? And now we've got a whole TV series about him. The Mandalorian. Like, we're gonna have the Book of Boba Fett coming up. Like, who cares about... Like, I love these characters, but, like, they're just lesser-known side characters. Yeah, the movie Rogue One was amazing. I absolutely love that movie. It was, I don't want to say it's my favorite Star Wars, because it's not. Like, I'm thinking, when I think Star Wars, I'm thinking main series 1 through 9. Right? But as far as, like, side stories go, they did an awesome job with Rogue One, and it was really a great, like, in-between movie. I also think what they did with that was really good is how they used Darth Vader at the end. I would like to see more Darth Vader. There's a bunch of comic books that are focused on Darth Vader. There's a series that came out a couple of years ago that was just Darth Vader, and it was all the stuff that he was doing like in between 3 and 4. Really good story, but it really like shows him as like this new Sith, like gaining power in the universe, and just how badass he fucking actually is. There's 2 series. There's one a couple of years ago, and there's one they just started like last year, and both of them have been really phenomenal. If you read comics, I'd highly recommend it. Because they have all of these great characters within the Star Wars series, but they can't really use them. Like, Mark Hamill's a little bit older now, you know what I mean? Like, Han Solo is obviously, that was a flop of a movie. People didn't like that it wasn't Harrison Ford, I guess. Which, by the way, I liked the Han Solo movie. I thought that was pretty good. But you just can't do much with characters that have identifiable faces to them. Like, you could do a lot with Darth Vader. You could have a couple of movies about him being evil. I feel like with my job, I'm like the most negative person in the room. I have to like always think about like the risks that we're gonna have and the problems that could come up. That's my job. I get paid to like warn about problems that would cost the company I'm working for money. But when it comes to like literally anything else, I'm the most positive person in the world. I'm like, yeah, movies are great. Whatever works. Let's talk about books. Books, yeah, let's turn that into a movie. Sounds fun. Sounds great. Going to Vermont? Cool. Smoke weed? Alright. Okay. Whatever, man. You want to do cocaine? I don't care. As long as it doesn't kill somebody. So then I work all day long, and I'm such an asshole. I'm such a negative person at work. You know? Oh, and to my friend who said he was going to kill himself. I was an asshole to him. Yeah, writing new property would be good. I don't know. I think that is, it's hard to do, though. It's hard to, you know, find the winning... You can't find it... Like, Star Wars wasn't a flop, but it wasn't, like, movie of the year, you know? like when it came out. And they had a shoestring budget for the first one and the second one. They had a little more for Return of the Jedi, but you know, it's not like those movies were like outright popular at their time. Like they were good movies, but like they became essentially cult classics. And then after that, they got rewritten and had sequels and prequels, and that's what made them what they are today. There's a lot of things like that. Like, you couldn't bring Back to the Future. You just couldn't do it. I love Back to the Future, but having another Back to the Future at this point would just completely kill the trilogy. Same with, like, Indiana Jones. That fourth movie? That fourth movie was okay. It was okay. I'm not going to say it was complete dog shit. It was okay. But it didn't capture the feel of the first three. Because Harrison Ford's a lot older, and Shia LaBeouf was terrible, and Aliens. That was all pretty bad stuff. Yeah, if real hoverboards were a thing, they could absolutely bring that movie back, and it would be popular again. Side note, I don't care if I'm like 100 years old. If they bring out real hoverboards, I'm totally picking one up. I don't care if I'm going to just keel over and die from being on it. Endwalker's pretty good, man. I'd suggest it. I can't play with people yet, though. I haven't gotten to the end game. I don't know. There doesn't seem to be a lot of end game. They just have this quest to farm these goblins, which is kind of boring. But I get an achievement for it, or I get an extra spell, so I guess it's worth it. I don't know, we'll see. I probably won't even end up using the spell. I just want to have it. Pretty good, though. Oh, excuse me. Hey, Zephiel, have you seen anything new on the Reaper class? Have they put anything out on that? I don't think they have. I follow Square on Twitter, and I don't really pay attention to Twitter, so I miss a lot of the updates, and Zephiel ends up sending them to me separately. Friday is when they're going to announce info on it. I think I said this on Tuesday, but I'm really interested in what they do with all the spells. They really need to shrink down some of the spells. Like, the Paladin class has just way too many abilities. There's way too much. Pre-Endwalker live letter. Oh, okay, cool. And the job trailers? That's great. That's exactly what I want. Depending on when it comes out on Friday, we might watch that on stream. It's pretty cool. I can shrink down Final Fantasy IV and we can just have a little, like, sub-video of the live letter. Oh, it's 7 p.m. PST? Okay, never mind then. I'll watch that on my own. Yeah, that sounds great. That's really good to know. Wow, this is gonna take a lot longer than I thought. Just for a fact, this is gonna take longer. The summon is not dropping. Kill another 100. That's always the answer, isn't it? You just have to sit here grinding goblins. 2 at a time, 8 at a time, doesn't matter. Just gotta kill them. Oh, yeah. I like waking up early. I like streaming early. I don't like waking up early. I just rented a cabin for my wife and my in-laws. And me, we're going to this cabin in New York in October. So there's going to be a couple days where I'm not streaming. But I also took off work that week, so the days I'm streaming, I'm going to stream like 8 plus hours. Yeah, I'm betting this is the first game of Final Fantasy IV that I ever get to level 99. I really think that's going to happen this time. because we're farming the summons and we're farming for a pink tail. I have 219,000 gil right now. I'm 9 hours into the game, and I'm not technically 9 hours into the game. Like, I'm about to go get an edge. Like, we could beat the whole game in 20 hours. Yeah, Tree, it should be fun. We're going to this lake that my father-in-law stayed on as a kid with his parents. And I got us a cabin for 4 or 5 days. I can't remember. But I just sent out a check for it. It's kind of expensive. I say it was expensive because, like, you know, look. I'm a cheapskate. I'm going to be honest with you guys. When it comes to vacationing, I don't want to spend a lot of money on just, like, the rental or the like, hotel or whatever it is you're staying in. I want to spend money on the events you're doing. Like, let's go have fun. Let's go do stuff. But to spend a bunch of money just on where you're staying, it's kind of like, oh, this is terrible. But I don't have an internet connection. I'm going to have to, like, deconnect from work and from my phone. And I'm going to read a couple of books. Hopefully. We're going out on the lake. We're going to get a boat. It's going to be in October, so it'll probably be a little cool. But I think we can still go out on the lake. And, you know, just eat and relax and hang out. I think it'll be good for my kids, to be honest, because, you know, we've been stuck at home with COVID stuff for the last year and a half, and they don't really go outside as much as they should. Because, you know, they haven't been hanging out with their friends. So I think getting outside for a while will be good for them. And hopefully none of them drown in the lake. That would really sour the mood. That's 2 death jokes today I've made. Those are terrible. Suicide's not funny. Kids dying is kind of funny. I had this stepdad when I was a kid. He's not my stepdad anymore. My mom divorced him. He's a weird guy. And he had these terrible dead baby jokes that he would tell. Like, he thought they were hilarious. And I remember thinking, like, these are not funny. Like, this is terrible stuff. And here I'm making jokes that are just as bad. Like, I feel like such an asshole now. That's, because now I'm thinking I'm like this guy, and he was just a terrible human being. I'm not any better. Who talks like that? Who talks about dead babies? Man, that's a terrible person. Here, let's save. Let's save. Oh, not over that. We need to keep that Tower of Zot file in case I missed any monsters. I haven't looked at the bestiary. I should have also made one for the first half of the Babel Tower, but I didn't do that. I think we're okay. I think we got everything there. Hopefully. If I miss something, we'll be in trouble, but I have that earlier save file, so I could always just quickly play through the game again to get the missing monsters. Silver armlets. I've had silver apples, I've had silver armlets, and no goblin summon. I appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with me while I farm a goblin summon. Makes the time go by a little bit faster. This is one of those things where if you were just playing solo, you'd be doing something else. You'd be watching a movie, you'd be... I don't know. You'd be doing something. You wouldn't be just farming Goblin. I know Final Fantasy 5 and 6 are going to have some bullshit thing like this too. Like, get all of the subclasses or the job classes in 5 to 99. Final Fantasy 6, get all of Gal's rages. That's going to be obnoxious. I don't know if I'll do those on stream or not. I haven't decided. Because I think, you know, New World's going to be out. I might be playing New World instead. I do, yeah. I like it. That's why I play games that beat the shit out of me and I die a lot. I saw Kelia was playing Sekiro, and it really made me want to go play Sekiro on stream again. But I feel like I'm pretty good at Sekiro now. Like, I don't feel like I'm bad at that game, so... I don't know, that it would be as... It wouldn't be the same as the first time through it, you know? I think Elden Ring is going to be awesome, though. Elden Ring I'm going to play on stream. I'll punish myself that way. I'll probably end up having 2 save files on Elden Ring if you can do that. One for stream and one off stream, because I can't see myself waiting to play through that game. That'll be like a all day, all night kind of thing for me. Actually, if it wasn't for the fact that I've played through Final Fantasy IV 3 billion times at this point, I would not be waiting for 4 either. Like, I'd be playing this all the way through. I love the Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 16, when that comes out, I'm not going to be streaming it immediately. I'll be playing through it on my own. Though I kind of have to. It's on probably a PlayStation 5 exclusive for a while. Gold Needle. I saw the G and I got excited. I was just like, oh, oh, okay, all right. What is Sheltered? I don't know what that is. Is that another survival game like Ark? Oh, that actually sounds really fun. Hardcore nuclear shelter micromanagement sim. That sounds great. I'm a big fan of Fallout, and you know, sometimes I will I'll watch people play Fallout 76 and say, man, this actually looks kind of fun. Like, I kind of want to play it. Because it's more Fallout. It doesn't actually look like a great game, but it's more Fallout. And I'm so interested and invested in that, like, nuclear apocalypse scenario. But I kind of want to try Fallout 76. You have to decide who gets the last water or who's going to go into the wasteland and make a sketchy trade. I like that. That sounds really cool. I'll have to look at that. It's free from EGS. Alright. Let me look at that later. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They've kind of turned it into a Fortnite thing where that you have like a monthly payment to get all the cool stuff. Yeah. I agree with that. But 76 does look better than ever. It's technically, I think I can play it for free through the Xbox Game Pass. Which I do have. So I could technically play it, I think, without having to pay for it. But I don't know that I'd get everything without that extra stuff they make you pay for. I'm glad they kept working on it, though. You know, I was talking about this last week, but games that, like, were complete dog shit when they came out and then get revamped. Like they have that, oh, we're sorry, we're gonna redo it. That makes me happy. It makes me really happy when game developers clean up the game. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna go play it, you know? I think it's cool, like, for the fans that are fixing games. But just because you fix up your game that was already dog shit doesn't mean I'm gonna go play it now that it's average. I know Zephiel's still twisting my arm trying to get me to play Diablo remake with him this week. Or is that next week? Next week, I think, right? I haven't bit the bullet on that one yet. Yeah, the other one I was thinking about was Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk, they're building up a little bit more too, right? And trying to fix up. I think Cyberpunk was one of those games that was like a huge disappointment for a lot of people that they kind of have to fix their reputation, you know? It's hard to go from like making Witcher 3 to having a complete flop, you know? Outer Worlds. That's on my playlist for the stream. I just haven't had a time to get to it. Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be cool. I like games like that. Oh, we don't know anything about the sequel, though. You know, it might not be tied together. Except for that, like, trailer they shot out a couple months ago that said, we're making a game. Like, there's really no info. Or I haven't seen any info, at least. I don't know if there is. Yeah, that's disappointing. It's a good trailer, but it's I would actually like to see the game now. You know what's weird is with a lot of companies, I feel like you could kind of hit or miss on some games. I don't think they're going to miss. I think that the sequel's going to be just as good or better than the first one. I think it's going to be just as good. Another one I kind of want to play on stream, which I'm not, is Fallout New Vegas. That's one of my favorite games of all time. And I don't know. I just I feel weird streaming games that I've already played through a lot. I know about. I know where to go. It's just to complete it. I don't know if that's worth doing on stream. But at least, you know, some of these older games you can mod up, have a good time with. You won't need to do that with Outer Worlds. You can play it out of the box. It's ready to go. You know what I remember growing up is most games didn't have, like, ads. They didn't have trailers, right? Like, the big names did. Like, Mario and Zelda on Nintendo, they had ads on TV, they had commercials. But most games didn't have ads. You just had to hear about it from word of mouth. Like, oh yeah, this game is amazing, you gotta play it. Or a magazine, maybe. But they didn't have, like, full-on trailers for every game. So I'd imagine that, like, you're right, they're spending a lot of money on, like, advertising their product versus just putting that money into development. I'd much rather see the budget be spent on development for games versus just showing me how awesome it's supposed to be, you know? And these older games, you know, they were just as fun. Like Final Fantasy IV. I love Final Fantasy IV. I heard about it from a friend. I didn't hear about it from a commercial or something. It was Final Fantasy II then. Final Fantasy II. For the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Getting a little bored with the goblin farming. I kind of feel like we should move on and just play through. We can come back and farm later. Yeah, I don't know if morale's gonna improve. Let's keep going for a couple more minutes and see where we are. Like, I could legitimately do this for the next 2 hours, you know, and that just be what we do today, but it burns me out. I don't know. I don't think I want to do that. We could just do this for like another hour-ish, make it a shorter stream. And then tomorrow I could come back and we could just advance through the story. I mean, ideally in the next hour I'd have the Goblin spell and we'd move on anyway, but... I have a work call at 8, so I have to log out of here by like 7 anyway. This is the first day I haven't had calls super early in a while. Tuesday I started work after stream at like 8 o'clock. And I stopped working at like 8 o'clock. And I didn't have lunch or anything. It was just that kind of day. My wife came in. She's like, "Do you eat dinner with us?" I'm like, "No." We usually eat dinner at 5 or 6. And she's asking me at 8 o'clock if I'm going to have dinner. It's a bit ridiculous. I was like, "Why did you wait for the kids to eat? Like, that's not cool." She's like, "Oh, I thought you were going to eventually come out and eat with us." It's pretty frustrated about that, but it's not her fault. Yesterday was the same. I finally turned everything off at like 7 o'clock from work. So that was enough for the day. And today is looking like more the same. So it's been with work. It's been so frustrating because I'm so busy. I'm not very high on morale as it is. Not taking care of myself. I'm not eating well. I'm not sleeping great, but these little bits of stream I have in the morning are my bright shining point for the day, so I'm glad that I get to do this. Play games for a couple of hours, talk to people, and then sit through 12 to 13 hours of phone calls. This keeps my morale up. This keeps me going. Oh yeah, and my family too, they do, obviously. And God. I want to thank God for keeping me going. Yeah, treats, definitely why I need to get this Goblin summon. I need something to motivate me through the next 12 hours. Just to get me through the day. Okay, here we go. Ah, it's a rod. Okay. At least something's dropping. Backburner was right. It's very lucrative to just sit here farming monsters all day. You do get a lot of money. I can sell all this like low-level gear too, so in addition to all the money I've been making, I can sell that stuff for more money. Here it is. This is the one. This is it. I feel it. That middle guy's gonna drop it. That one that just died. Ah, that fucker. You're supposed to drop it. What's fun is all the new people who are coming into my channel for the first time today are seeing me grind goblins, and they're out. They're like, nah, this is not what I signed up for. I want to see the 4 elementals. I want to see the moon. I want to see the end game. I don't want to see you farm a goblin for 5 hours. And you know what, Tree? That's what you showed up for. You came in to see a goblin farming expedition. And I'm going to deliver on that content. I appreciate that you came just to watch that. You were here at the beginning of the goblin hunt. You're here at the end. That's the goal, right? See this through. This is for all the single moms out there. We've got to deliver on this one. They need to know that things can happen. Good things can happen to people when you put some work in. I don't even know what that means. Oh, jeez. The joys of streaming. Just saying things. Seeing what sticks. I don't know if that stuck, but anyway. I feel like Rose has gone through a shit ton of arrows. Does she still have more? Just says Thunder Arrow. Can you just equip one arrow now and she automatically always has arrows? Let's test that out. Let's give her a mute arrow. It used to be based on like what you actually had, ammo-wise, but if they changed it, that actually makes this awesome. Also pisses me off because I bought a whole shit ton of arrows earlier. Does she still have it? She does. Alright, so you only need one arrow now. You don't need a whole stack. That's actually a nice change. Wish I had known that at the beginning. Alright, goblins. those bastards. Those bastards. I haven't been adding these up, but I think we're probably at about 400 goblins now. That's about... I think we're at about 400. I think that's a safe wager. $400 goblins-ish. At least they're giving me a lot of packs now. That's what, 4 in a row? You know what's crazy is they have multiple items like this that you have to farm. Like, there's 4 summons, there's 1 equipment piece gear thing that you have to get, the pink tail. I'm actually kind of amazed by how many items there are to get that all have the same drop rate. It's not a small drop rate. I mean, it is a small drop rate, but like... having 4 different items, 5 different items that have that same drop rate is kind of crazy. Like, these are big items that you have to really grind for. $400 goblins. Oof. I do wish the rate went up as you killed more goblins. Like, if you get above 256 goblins, it should go up. Give people a chance to actually get some of this stuff. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I said this early on, this is going to be my longest playthrough of this game. Ever. Because of the drop rates. Kane's gonna get another level soon. I think each of my characters has gotten, what, 2 levels? 2 or 3 levels off of these goblins? These low-level mobs have given me 2 levels. I'm up at 39 for Kane, 37 for Rosa and Cecil. It's pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Just have your chocobo emotes ready. When we get this, I'd love to see those chocobos. Bring out your chocobo. Is that how you say it? I always said it chocobo. Like, is it chocobo? Chocobo. Chocobo? I don't know. I don't know how you say it. I'm gonna say Chocobo. I like saying it that way. Kokobo? Or Kakaba? Kakabo. Yeah, I don't know how you actually say it. I don't know how to pronounce. There's a Final Fantasy anime that's out. Oh, you know what though? Why am I even thinking of an anime? There's voice in like 13 through 15. Is there a place where they talk about chocobos in one of those games? I bet there is. You can just hear the Japanese pronunciation of it. I forget the like main games. I'm like, oh yeah, let's go back to the anime that existed for like 6 months. Let's go look at that. Maybe that'll tell us how to say it. Kokobo, yeah. I guess I could see that. I could see that. Somebody probably has a YouTube video on this. How do you pronounce the bird's name from Final Fantasy? Eight more goblins! Alright, I think we're at like 420 now. Give or take a couple. Ah, you son of a bitch. I got excited when I saw the items. It's just a constant letdown. It's such a tease. They're like, oh, here, you want an item? We got it. Here's an item for you. Hourglass. Oh, fuck. Such a fucking tease. Yeah, this is definitely the right mobs. You have to kill goblin types. Any goblin type would drop it. They all have the same drop rate. And this is a great area to farm it because they have packs of 8, so they have a high percentage chance of dropping it. Or higher chance, because each mob you fight has a 0.39% chance of dropping the summon. Well, you know, I should say that this was a place you could farm it in the old versions. Like in the Super Nintendo version you could. In the Pixel Edition, I don't know, maybe they did move it. Maybe it doesn't exist here, but it's just such a low drop rate that I feel like I'm in the right area and I'm just unlucky. That's what I really think is the issue. I have a weird face. Like, when I talk, and I hate seeing myself. Like, I don't mind hearing myself talk anymore. But when I see my face, I'm like, why does your mouth work like that? You just look like an idiot. Does anybody else feel that way about themselves? Do you look at your face and you're like, why do you have such a stupid face? When I'm drinking, it goes the opposite direction. I'm like, you are one amazing looking dude. Look at your face. But when I'm sober, I'm like, you just are so... You fucking asshole. Look at your face and how you talk. Look at your mouth. It's weird. I'm guessing that's normal. I don't know. I don't know what other people think about themselves. I have a pretty good self-esteem, but every time I look over and see myself on the camera, I'm like, why does your mouth move that way? When you talk, you're just such a dick. I'm gonna drink tonight so I can counter that out. You look amazing. Zephiel, I like that you questioned if I knew what I was talking about. Tree, come on. You fuckers. Both of you. This is the right place. You kill goblins. Kane just got a level 40. Alright, now you guys have me questioning it. You think this is the wrong place? This is definitely the right place. They have packs of 8 goblins here. It has to be the right place. It's like it was intended for you to come farm them. We're going to be farming this goblin. We're going to get the goblin summon, and I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you. It's going to drop here, I promise. Now you really have me worried that this is the wrong location, and I've been here for like 6 hours. Any goblin can drop it. Any goblin that looks like one of these can drop it. It's there's 3 kinds. There's this one. There's a red one called a Demoivai or something. Any little murderers, the like brownish ones, anything that looks like a goblin can drop it. And they all have the same drop rate. So these have a 1 in 256 chance of dropping it, and the others have the same drop rate. These are just extremely easy to kill, and there's packs of 8 here. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Now you've really had me questioning myself. If I'm wrong, we won't get the goblin summon. If I'm right, we'll eventually get it. We might be here for a while, but we're going to eventually get it. And after we get this, we're going to go and we're going to get Edge, and we're going to move on. And get Lord Edge. Should I look it up? Now I feel like I need to look it up. You guys really have me worried that I'm like in the wrong place. I'm positive they drop here though. I'm so positive. I'm gonna look it up. Let's just double check. Where to farm Goblin Summon, okay? Easiest way. This is a game fact, so I don't know if it's accurate or not. The best place... Okay. What it says is the best place and the best and easiest way to do this is to get Sirens, which spawn 6 goblins outside of Baron. But I don't have any Sirens. You get those later. Or, I think I have 1. Yeah, I have 1. But you get a Siren and go outside of Baron, and there's 6 goblins per Siren outside Baron. That's the easiest way. So if I was to go and kill 6 of them at a time... Yeah, this would have been better to do when Cecil was a Dark Knight, because it would have been faster. Yeah, within 20 battles is bullshit. I've done this for a solid 5 hours at least. At least 5 hours. And I've definitely killed 400 of these fucking goblins. But this is definitely the best place. Although, it sounds like I could use a Siren outside of Baron and get 6 goblins per pull. So if I had a stack of Sirens, that would be the way to do it. And I think you can get a stack of Sirens later. You can buy that item. Let me double check that. So FF4, where to get sirens. You can steal them from security eyes. That's the Lunar Ruins things. Alright, well, I don't think sirens are really an option because it looks like they are not buyable. They're not purchasable. Yeah. So whoever wrote that guide up just got fucking lucky. That's really it. I don't know where the 6 to 9 mobs come out, though. I've only seen this pack of 8, and I'm outside of Mount Hobbs. Maybe on the other side, you think? Let's try the other entrance. Maybe that's better. Wouldn't that be the shit if I was farming on the wrong side? Alright, see, these are the higher level ones. The Domovoys. Domovoys? I don't know how you say it. But these are still goblins. They still count. Same drop rate. Nothing's changing with these guys. And these have, there's cockatrices on the side, but I don't need a cockatrice. I already got that summon. Let's just, let's do this a little bit more on the right side, but I think the left side's where it's at. There's 8 goblins per pull on that side. Although, I will say, having 3 per fight every single time is better than 8 per fight every, like, 6 fights. This actually might be a faster method on this side, if it's 3 per pull. Yeah, I think there's, I don't know. I think this is just overall, probably a better number in general. But I'm not getting that, like, 6 to 8 pull like they were talking about, 6 to 9. I don't know where that came from. There we go. All right, that's 6. All right. You know what? I'm going to stay on this side. This is a good side for goblin hunting. Yeah, there's more goblins spawning. We have fewer, like, sandworms and things like that. Seems to be, like, most of the fights have goblins. I don't get 8 pulls, but if I can get a 6 pull here and there, that's okay. Let's go with that. This was the better side. I'm still over 400 goblins total, though, just to be clear. Like, this doesn't change the number of goblins that I've fought. And the drop rate is the same for all of them. Watch me get a second cockatrice summon before the goblin. I'd be pretty upset about that. Alright, here we go. 6 goblins. This is good. This is good. Morale boosted. This is a better farming spot. Oh, bombs too. Alright. So I could possibly get a bomb summon as well. Although I think they mostly drop from the ones on the moon. I think they're balloons. I don't know. I only know that farming those has been a moon thing. Let's see. Bombs. I do like that, you know, like GameFAQs has comments. And this one guy is like, I've killed over 400 bombs and haven't gotten the summon. That actually makes me feel pretty good. Cause like I'm at over 400 goblins and I haven't seen the goblin summon either. It's like having all three of these types of mobs, the cockatrice, the bomb, and the goblins right here is like, hey, you should farm the shit. Like, this is for Rydia right here. This one little strip. This will get you what you need. Where'd all the goblins go? What the hell happened? We were doing so well there. Six goblins. Here we go. Man, Rydia just can't hit. There's some bombs. You know, I could luck out and get the bomb summon before the goblin summon too. That would be something. That'd be something. These summons are completely worthless too. They're just such garbage. They don't do a lot of damage. They're not worth it. But for that achievement, we're gonna get them. Three goblins. Oh, here. Oh. This is nuts, man. Like, this is, we just killed so many of these fucking things. I really thought the grind would not be so bad. I really did. I don't know why. I know it's a low drop rate. I just thought, oh, well, I'll get lucky and they'll just drop, and then it'll be awesome, and we'll move on. Instead, it's like, no, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna farm. You're gonna farm like you've never farmed before. I do think there's more goblins on this side, though. I do think this is faster. You may get the occasional 8-pack on the other side, but having 6 consistently, or 3 consistently on this side is way better. And then there's always the chance you get the bombs too, and the bombs are possibly going to drop their summon, right? So that'd be cool. more goblins. You know, to anybody who's actually farmed all of these already, or has ever done this in prior games, prior versions of this game, I salute you. My hat's off to you, because it's a crazy adventure to go through, and especially like if you actually did this on Super Nintendo pre like achievements, like you didn't get anything for this. You got the satisfaction of knowing you did it. I think that's cool. I think it's great that people actually spent time doing this before there was any way to prove they did it. I've said before, I did not get all of the summons before. In all of my games, I've gotten 2 of these before. I've gotten Cockatrice and I've gotten Goblin. And they were both pure fucking luck. I did not farm them, they just happened to drop, and it was not the same run. It was not the same game. Really, you can't even kill 1 bomb. We're gonna call this Summon Alley. Summon Lane, one of the two. This is where the summons are gonna drop. These little bombs and the goblins. If the Cockatrice drops a second time before I get Goblin or Bomb, though, I'm quitting the game. We will be done. That will be the end for me. I'm not gonna be happy with 2 Cockatrice summons. I mean, the odds of that are pretty low, obviously, but it could, I guess, technically happen. You have multiple Cockatrice summons. Stuff drop. Spawn down here? Yeah, look at that. Oh, more Cockatrice. Great. What the fuck happened? Why is it just Cockatrice now? Did the game gods hear me that I'm gonna quit this game if I get a Cockatrice summon again? And they're like, ah, we're gonna make that happen. Let's get this guy out of here. Not even the right kind of monster. Come on. I'm gonna kill him because I don't want to run from anything here, but that is not helpful. There we go. 3 goblins. Gotta do the count thing. 3 goblins. 1 goblin. 2 goblins. 3 goblins. Not enough goblins. Can we just run? Let's just run for the Cockatrice. I don't want to get that extra summon. I feel like it's almost faster just to kill them, though. 3 quick hits and they're dead. Like, running seems like such a waste of time. I love the music in this game, and even I'm getting tired of the overworld music here. You know, the battle music's fine. You hear that throughout the game, but putting shoes on, guys. Just, you know, because after I'm done streaming, I'm gonna head out to get some coffee before my first meeting. Work meeting. I think, you know, the battle music for me has never been a problem. I know a lot of people get tired of hearing the battle music. I never get tired of it. I'm always totally into it. Alright, let's see here. Get a drop. No. In case you're wondering what I do after stream, I usually put away my green screen. It's Elgato that just folds up, and then I transfer my stream to YouTube, so it's there and available for people to watch. Subscribe to my YouTube, by the way. You can check out all of my streams, even if you miss them. And then I'll usually go get my wife a coffee. You know, she's usually just waking up or not yet awake, depending on how late I stream. And she could always use a coffee. And then I start working. Get some breakfast. If time allows, before calls, I'll have some breakfast. I'll start on work. Running a fever? Zephiel, I want to just let you know that between you and your kids, I think you guys are sick more than anybody I know. But you're also one of the few people I talk to on a regular basis, so it could just be that. But I don't think me or my kids have been sick, but maybe one time in the last year. Oh, see, now that's different. After my flu shot, I definitely felt lousy. But, like, actually sick. You know, you got a cold, you got a flu, whatever. I think I've only been sick. I had a brief cold for, like, 2 days. Not going out of the house and wearing a mask everywhere, it really helped out. Like, I know people are complaining, but I love it. I love not being sick all the time. But yeah, after my flu shot, I had a fever. Yep, that's true. They definitely do that. Kids are little, like, snot monsters, man. They touch everything. They bring home disease. They'll touch dog poop and then touch your eye. Just rub it all in your eye, and you'll have dog poop in your eye. It's really gross. Kids are gross. I thought about when I'm up at the lake, maybe streaming a little bit from the lake, show you guys what the lake looks like. Is that a thing? People do that, right? Like real chat, not just real live stream. What do they call that? Pull back the curtain a little bit on my life so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Just chatting? Oh. Okay, well, it'll be just chatting. If I have internet access, I might do that. I'm really looking forward to the cabin, getting away. And yet, I also want to be connected and just put on a just chatting stream. Oh, I'm such a fucking asshole. I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to get away from it all and stream. Oh, that's such bullshit. I'm such a liar. Oh, this fucking Goblin summon. This Goblin summon. This is like... This is absolutely horrid. I mean, I've killed so many fucking Goblins. I haven't been counting, but, you know, I know I'm over 400. I'm probably close to 500. It just seems at this point that after 500 Goblins, I would have a summon drop. It seems to me that 1 in 256. I understand how stats work. I know it's every Goblin has that low chance. But after 400, almost 500 Goblins, you think I would finally get it. Who does just chatting? Is it mostly just like college-age girls who are like trying to show off how attractive they are? Is that... Could I get away with that? Not showing off how good looking I am, but like just chatting. I did a politics stream once where I just complained about politics for an hour. Nobody showed up, but it made me feel better. Actually, I'd like to do that again. Maybe at election season we can start complaining about politics more. Holy shit. Does it have a higher drop rate in the New Game Plus? I bet it doesn't. You have a federal election on Monday. Oh, cool. I thought it was, well, I thought there were elections up there in October. Is that not the case? Is it... Oh, I'm thinking local elections, maybe. Do you guys have local elections in October? Why is it September then? Why'd they move it up? Also, welcome into the channel, Sarah. Thanks for coming by. Are you allowed to just call for a snap election? That seems very non-democratic. This is exactly why I hate politics, man. I hate officials who just think they need to be there forever. It's bullshit. You know, if you can get away with stuff like that, you can get away with a lot more, you know? I don't know. I'm not a... I'm very much a, you should be in office for 2 terms and then done. Maybe 3. I could give you 3 terms. For any position, you should be in office for 3 terms. And then you should move on and do something else. I think having people who are in office for an extended amount of time and really try to change the rules so they can be in office for longer, it's just bullshit, man. It's just such bullshit. You know, here's the thing. I'm saying this about democracies or republics like we supposedly have in the US, you guys have in Canada. But I don't have a problem with monarchies. I don't have a problem with that at all. As long as the leaders are looking out for the people that they're ruling and not just benefiting themselves and their friends. Which, right now, even in our republics, that's what's happening. These guys are getting in office and benefiting them and their friends. It's not looking out for the citizens they're supposed to be ruling and taking care of. That's my gripe with it. Yeah, but she doesn't really do anything, right? Like, I think that's what I mean. I'm okay with a monarchy that's actually ruled by a monarch. I'm okay with that. But there has to be some rule of law that protects citizens, and we don't have that. We don't have that anywhere. We don't have a system that protects the people. In the U.S., we don't have that. That doesn't exist. There's no protection for the people. We have a Bill of Rights, and we have a number of constitutional rules that are supposed to protect people, but they really don't. They really don't. This is the worst fucking drop of anything I've ever done. I think this is absolutely horrible, and I love this game. I've gotten to the point of thinking that if this is how the game is going to be, I would hate it. Anybody coming in new to the Pixel 4 edition who tries to 100% it will legitimately hate this game by the time they're done because of these drops. It's a great game. The story's great. The game's fun. There's a lot of cool stuff. But if you actually sit here trying to farm this stuff, you will hate this game. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking making this an achievement. You know, it'd be fun. Let's just make people 100% all of the items. Are we going to increase the drop rate? No. Why would we do that? Because it's less horrible? No. Let's make it horrible. Let's make it horrible. Seriously, what the fuck were they thinking, man? This is the worst. Rydia has gotten another level. I've gotten 4 level ups on every character fighting low-level monsters. That's how many times I've killed these fuckers. The bombs. The bombs. The goblins. We both. They should just call the goblins little fuckers. That should be their name. Just make it adult. Not for everybody, but little fuckers. I also love this game. I think it's a beautiful game. The story is amazing. I love the characters. I love a lot about this game. But these hidden summons are absolutely terrible, and they are an achievement that is required to 100% this game. This is a hidden summon achievement. You have to get all 4 of them. Goblin, Bomb, Cockatrice, and Mind Flayer. I have already gotten the Cockatrice, so I've gotten 1 of the 3. But I have killed probably 500 of these fucking goblins and not gotten the Goblin drop. 500. I think I'm up to 500 at this point. Again, haven't been counting. Haven't been counting, but I think I've gotten over 500 goblin kills. And I keep getting these big groups, 6 to 8 goblins. And each goblin has its own item drop chance. And the drop chance is 0.39%. It's just an incredibly low drop rate. Each goblin has that chance, but it's just an incredibly low chance. And the bombs are the same way. They all have a 0.39% chance to drop. Now, I've already gotten the Cockatrice, so I'm going to run from these guys. I 100%ed Final Fantasy 1 through 3 on Steam, which is why I wanted to do this. But the achievements on Final Fantasy 1 through 3 were not half as bad. Like, they have a couple of rare monsters you have to fight to fill out the bestiary. But that's it. I mean, there's no, like, you have to farm something for 3 years. That's the only way you'll get the achievement. You know, they don't have any of that. But since I got 100% through on 1 through 3, I wanted to get it on 4. And now I'm kind of reconsidering. Should I do this? After 500 goblin kills, should I do this? I feel like I'm already all the way in the pool, right? Like I've already killed 500 goblins. What's another 500, right? Like just keep going. Just kill all the goblins. Holy crap. I mean, the level ups are at least an addition, and there's a lot of money to be made. So, going into like in-game, I'll be in a good place. So I've got that going for me. Cecil and Kane are both over 2,000 health already, so that's great. You know, it'll make the next couple of zones really quick. This is my second stream that's been purely dedicated to farming these things, though. Like last one, we finished the Tower of Babel in like I think the first 30 minutes of the stream, and then we spent like 2 hours farming. And we're almost at 2 hours again farming. And I think we're going to be doing this probably tomorrow too. You know what's wild though is this is the most entertaining my stream's ever been. Like this is as good as it gets for me. Watch Briok farm goblins for the next 10 years. Come on in. Yeah, will he get it today? Who knows? Maybe that'll be the prediction tomorrow. Will he get the goblin tomorrow? I guess I can still get it today. I've got a little bit of time left here, but not holding my breath. Skyrim, will you or Tree be playing New World at all? Have you guys picked that up? I was going to be playing New World with Wayno and Honan and some of those guys. And that comes out next 2 weeks, I think. I had to look at my calendar. I have no idea when it comes out. New World? I did the beta for a short while. I liked it a lot. And I'm looking forward to playing it. But I don't know. It won't be for everybody. I think a lot of the focus they're going to have in that game is going to be PvP, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big PvPer. But the other half of the game seems to be crafting. Crafting and adventuring, just looking around. And I'm all about that. It really did feel, when I was playing it, it felt a lot like Skyrim, because you can kind of pick your weapons and level your weapons as you like go around looking for just random stuff. They have like these quests that pop up, and you can go gather mining and ore. You can get wood and stuff like that and do crafting. It's pretty cool. I'd recommend checking it out. It's like, the thing is, it's an initial cost for the game, but it's free to play, just like Elder Scrolls Online. So you can buy it once and just play as much as you like, which I think for an MMO is always fun. But like I said, I'm going to try to be on the servers with Wayne and Honan so I can play with those guys. And I will be streaming that, so Even if I haven't 100%ed this, we're going to move on to New World. Although hopefully we can get this Goblin summon and move on to the actual story. Hopefully. Yeah, when I did the beta, because you get to pick your weapon, I started with a two-handed hammer. That was pretty fun. But they have gloves for magic, and they've got, you know, sword and shield. They've got all these different options. They're adding daggers, I think. It's really cool. I only played a couple of hours, so from what I played, I liked. With MMOs, I'm typically not a day one person, but in this case, I picked it up. Final Fantasy XIV I did day one, and that was a train wreck. I mean, they obviously have remade it and it's good now, but it was a train wreck when it first came out. World of Warcraft I picked up a little bit late. I was late to the game on that one. I was a couple patches in. ESO, I was a day one, and it was a train wreck when it first came out. It wasn't good. Now it's good, but when it first came out, it was not. So typically, I try not to get games on day one, but I did for New World because of the beta, so I could test out the game. Yeah, ESO was terrible. You couldn't group with people, and you could be on the same quest as somebody else, but if you were not at the same exact part, like you'd already done some part of the quest, you would be in a different instance, so you couldn't see people in your own group. Like the multiplayer was just completely garbage. And they didn't have, oh my god, it's like the 8th fight of cockatrices in a row. They didn't have a lot of the like daily dungeon finder stuff that they have now, and all of those bonuses. CP wasn't a thing back then. It just wasn't very good. It's a lot better now. The game's great. I really like ESO. That's a comeback story. They really cleaned it up. Alright, I'm going to do like 2 more groups, and then we will call it here. 2 more Goblin groups. Maybe we'll luck out. Here. You know what? Let's do... Can we do another prediction? I don't have it up. I don't know how to do it. How do you do a prediction? So can I add? Yeah, there we go. Start a prediction. Alright, so will the Goblin summon drop in the next 2 Goblin pulls? This prediction thing's not very big. Alright, there's a prediction. Next 2 Goblin pulls, yes or no? Yes or no? I like the predictions. I don't care if anybody's using it or not. I think that's fun. Gotta know. Alright, here's 1. Yeah, I hope you're wrong. I hope you're wrong. I think Tree and Zephiel both lost a lot of money earlier. Alright, that was 1. They lost a lot of Briok bucks. You know, though, predictions are great, because if you bet it all and you're right, you get the Brioche box and you can end my stream early. I think that's worth it. I think that's cool. Somebody's going to save that and they're going to end my stream like 5 minutes into me starting. Give me my morning back. Oh, see, I think Skyrim, I think you have the most. I think you have the most points. Alright, second Goblin pack. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Sorry, that was a no. Look at that. Look at the levels. Like, I've gained 2 levels today farming low-level goblins. It's crazy. I don't. What do you do to get this drop? I mean, I know I just have to kill goblins, but come on. Seems a bit crazy. All right, let me put the prediction outcome. It was a no. It was a no. All right, so congrats on winning that one. All right, guys, I'm sorry to do this. I'm going to call it early so I can get my wife some coffee and I can get ready for work. Let's go over to Millsy, he's playing one of my favorite games, Salt and Sanctuary. I love that game. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm Brioche at Games. If you are not following, hit the follow button. Come on back. We'll be playing more Final Fantasy IV tomorrow. We're going to get this Goblin summon. I guarantee that's going to happen. If I don't talk to you guys tomorrow, have a great weekend. But I hope to see you back. Skyrim Tree, Zephiel, thanks for coming in. Backburner, I appreciate you coming in too. That was nice of you. I will see you guys later. Be nice to Millsy. He's great, and I love the game he's playing. Talk to you later.